When people think of real estate gold mines, their minds jump to the usual suspects: New York, London, Dubai, or maybe even the glitzy parts of Lagos like Ikoyi or Victoria Island. But what if I told you that the real treasure lies in places most investors overlook? Places where the land is still affordable, the infrastructure is booming, and the ROI is jaw-dropping. This isn't just a theory. I've found it. And today, I'm going to walk you through the journey, from skepticism to discovery, of a real estate opportunity that's quietly making millionaires. What makes a real estate goldmine? Before we dive into the location, let's define what a goldmine really means in real estate. High ROI, return on investment. We're talking 40 to 80% appreciation in under 18 months. Undervalued entry point, you can still buy in without needing billionaire-level capital. Infrastructure boom, roads, ports, airports, and commercial hubs are either under construction or recently completed. Population growth, more people equals more demand equals higher prices. Government backing, policies and projects that support development. The usual suspects, and why they're overhyped. Let's be honest. Everyone wants to invest in the hot areas. But here's the problem. Prices are inflated. You're buying at the peak. Competition is fierce. Hard to find deals. ROI is slowing. The early adopters already made their money. So where do you go when the obvious choices are tapped out? The clues that led me to the goldmine. I started noticing a pattern. Every time a major infrastructure project was announced, land prices in the surrounding area exploded. Think, the Lekki-Epe Port, Dangote Refinery, Lekki-Epe International Airport, Fourth Mainland Bridge. But instead of looking at the epicenter, I looked at the ripple effect. Where was the spillover happening? The reveal. Welcome to Ibeju-Lekki and Epe. Yes, you read that right. The real estate goldmine isn't in the heart of Lagos, it's in Ibeju-Lekki and Epe. These areas are transforming from sleepy suburbs into economic powerhouses. Here's why. Ibeju-Lekki highlights: proximity to the Lekki Free Trade Zone, Dangote Refinery driving industrial demand, Lekki-Epe Port boosting commerce, massive road expansion and expressway access, land appreciation of 40 to 80% in under 12 months. Epe highlights: affordable land prices, Epe Marina Project, proposed Epe International Airport, serene environment attracting residential developers, ideal for middle to upper income housing projects. The numbers don't lie. Let's get down to brass tacks. You've heard the hype, you've seen the headlines, but what do the actual numbers say? Because in real estate, emotion might spark interest, but data seals the deal. I started tracking land prices in Ibeju-Lekki and Epe over the past 18 months, and the appreciation is nothing short of explosive. We're talking double-digit growth in under a year. And no, this isn't some speculative bubble. It's backed by infrastructure, demand, and strategic development. Here are a few standout examples. Artisan Estate, Ibeju-Lekki. In early 2024, plots were selling for 35 million nairas. By mid-2025, the same plots were going for 50 million nairas. That's a 42% increase in just over a year. And the estate isn't even fully developed yet. Tiwa Garden Phase 2, Lekki-Epe Expressway. This one's a gem. It launched at 27 million nairas in 2024. By 2025, prices had climbed to 38 million nairas. That's a 40% ROI, and the estate is still expanding with smart city features. Xylus Prime, Bogij. This estate is the poster child for early bird wins. Plots started at 17.5 million nairas. Within 12 months, they were selling for 35 million nairas. That's a 100% return. Yes, you read that right, double your money in a year. These aren't isolated cases. Across the Lekki-Epe corridor, estates are appreciating faster than most stocks. And unlike stocks, you can touch, build on, and leverage your land. What's driving this? Infrastructure. The Lekki deep-sea port, Dangote refinery, and proposed airport are magnets for commerce. Migration. People are moving out of congested areas into more serene, affordable zones. Developer competition. Estates are offering perks like flexible payment plans, instant allocation, and smart features. Diaspora interest. Nigerians abroad are pouring money into these areas, driving demand and prices. If you're waiting for a perfect time to invest, you might miss the wave. The numbers are already telling the story, and it's one of rapid growth, high demand, and massive opportunity. How to spot the next gold mine. If you want to find the next Ibeju-Lekki or Epe, look for government-backed infrastructure, corporate relocation trends, diaspora investment interest, flexible payment plans attracting first-time buyers, lifestyle plus commercial blend, real stories from real investors. Meet Tunda, a diaspora investor who bought 2 plots in Tiwa Garden Phase 2 in early 2024. By mid-2025, his investment had appreciated by over 20 million nairas. He's now building rental units and expects full ROI recovery within 3 years. Or Ada, a first-time buyer who invested in Xylus Prime with just 17.5 million nairas. She sold 1 plot for 35 million nairas in under a year and used the profit to buy 2 more. What you can do today. Ready to act. Here's your checklist. 1. Research estates in Ibeju-Lekki and Epe. 2. Visit the sites physically or virtually. 3. Check documentation and developer reputation. 4. Look for flexible payment plans. 5. Buy and hold, or build and rent the future of Lagos real estate. By 2030, experts predict that the Lekki-Epe corridor will rival Victoria Island in commercial activity. The airport, port, and refinery will attract thousands of jobs, and housing demand will skyrocket. Early investors will be sitting on generational wealth. Final thoughts. Don't miss the wave. The biggest mistake you can make in real estate is waiting until it's obvious. By then, it's too late. Ibeju-Lekki and Epe are still under the radar, but not for long. The gold mine is real. And now you know where to dig.